Westmod Designs. We got a sick backyard. Let's go check it out. All right, guys, you walk around this corner, look at this. It's beautiful space. What would you say your top 5 must-haves would be?
First of all, you gotta have the pool. I would say the pool is
the most important part.
The most important part, you know, around here, and so Baja shelf, big Baja shelf, place to lounge, pool nice and heated. So it's, not big, but functional, definitely has everything you need.
What's your number 2?
I gotta say the fireplace. I love this fireplace here. It's nice, well done.
Got the TV mounted above.
You got the TV, you got the lights, the plants on the side. Just love everything about the setup here. It comes out great. Nice functional area.
I think one of the most important aspects in any project that you do is always outdoor lighting.
I'm gonna agree with you there. That's one of my biggest things when building these. You have your pool here, it's gonna illuminate the entire pool with LED strips here. We're gonna have our little floating day bed here. Again, it looks great during the day, but if you don't have an LED strip on the inside there, it's really not gonna pop at night like that does right now. And then obviously, have our LED tree. This has multicolored, changes to any color you want. Just the little things like this make a huge difference to a backyard project. My next big one would be obviously an outdoor kitchen. Gotta have it for the backyard. This one specifically has all the fixtures, you got the Lynx pizza oven, the grill, sink, fridge, pretty much everything you need. We have a burner as well. And number 5 biggest one for me is obviously finished material, right? So again, you could have a great project, build can be great, but if you don't have the right finished material, it could ruin a project. So starting with the barbecue, I always recommend to tile it. If anytime you can tile it and not do a concrete slab, you're not gonna have cracking. It's gonna feel like that more indoor, slab situation. The flooring is big. A lot of clients like to separate the California room from the rest of the project. For me, I love bringing that indoor to outdoor feel and carrying it out to the backyard. As you can see, it just looks like it flows very nicely. Right here, we have a Coronado stone. This is my favorite part, obviously. It's just a very natural stone. Ties in perfectly with the house. We do it with a whitewash at the end. And then again, same thing here, just carrying the same hardscape throughout the property. We have, again, the Coronado stone in the back with the whitewash. Really just ties in well with the house, the aesthetic that the house is going, showing. And lastly, at the very, very end, tying in all the landscaping, the greenery. For me, I'm a project manager, so I see all this get built. Once you tie in the greenery and the landscaping, it really just ties it all together. It really just finishes off the final product.
I mean, it's a beautiful space.
Nick, beautiful project here.
Appreciate it.
What do we got going on?
Yeah, so a client pretty much wanted all the major features here, right? At the barbecue, you have obviously the pool and spa, the lighting, the sound, which you can hear, all the fire features, and the main swing over there is a big portion.
I like the
that I like aesthetically. So
yeah,
exactly. Yeah, we have a lot of clients that we've done within this community over the past, I would say, 5-ish years. So it's been great working over in Porter Ranch. So when the client initially reached out to us, we had Will and OJ, design the entire process for them, but the key portion of it was to provide us inspiration photos of what you want aesthetically, right? That's the main component. We want to make sure we understand what you're wanting aesthetically. Also, like what your interior is going to look like, because that's a big component when you open up these bifold doors.
Inside out.
Yeah, you want it to all be cohesive, right? So when we did that, initially they were like, go ahead and give us your design, right? So I want these fire features. I want LED strips throughout. And that's essentially what we provided them.
And what stands out to me is like how modern it is, but I love the veneer choice, the stone. Right. It almost gives, to me, especially with the music, I know the music's playing.
That Italian feel, right?
It gives me that Italian feel. Is that what they were looking at with the whitewashed veneer?
Definitely, for sure. So when they picked they had sent us some reference photos of the stone. And for us, we wanted to obviously incorporate that on the vertical faces of the walls in the California room, on this fire feature here. And for us, it was like, okay, we're going to incorporate this stone, but to match that modern aesthetic, for us, we wanted to do that whitewash to it, right? So
I know every job's special, right? You name every job. What's the name of this project?
So we named this project The Legacy And for us, it was one of our fan favorites. It has pretty much every feature you need in a home. So for us, it was like a legendary situation. So
Yeah.
it was only right that we call it the Legacy.
It fits the bill. The LED tree. How important is that tree to this space?
Oh, we love the LED trees. We love I feel like that's one of our signature things over at Westmod is incorporating those LED trees.
Yeah.
Which a lot of our clients definitely want. Just from an aesthetic standpoint, when you're coming out, that's what you see. It pops.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so, especially when it comes down to the nighttime, it looks good. Looks
Yeah.
amazing. And that's one of the things that the client had referenced in their inspiration photos from a previous project. They want to incorporate that. So,
Yeah.
and I felt like that was a perfect spot to put it.
Yeah. All right, we're going from here to the next project, Westmod Designs. Let's check it out, see what you think. The last couple projects that we've been to, typically you don't think about front yards as a hangout spot. But look at this, all the lighting, the plantings, the water feature.
We know a critical part in any project is customers. This project was a little different than the others. Was this an in-house design or was this a design that your customer really came up with?
Yeah, so this design came from the customer. Pretty rare actually where we get a client who comes in and basically says, this is exactly what I want. You know, he basically handed over a 2D plan and said, you know, here's the layout of what I want. I want you guys to execute the job, you know, all tile. And then, I mean, he did ask us for some little tweaks, little, you know, what could we do to, you know, kind of and make the design a little pop a little more. But for the most part, he really knew what he was and just was looking for us to really execute the design.
As the project manager that's going to all these jobs, does that sometimes make it easier for you or does that make a project like this a little bit more difficult?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's pros and cons, right? You know, they know what they want. So in that sense, you know, it kind of helps. And then, but obviously, you know, they're going to be pretty picky because it's their design. You know, same way we would be picky if it was our design, right? We want to make sure we execute our design exactly how we designed it. So, you know, they're going to be particular about, you know, grout lines,
It's,
you know,
at the
minor
end of the
edges.
day, it's their vision.
Exactly, it's their vision.